There are moments in life when someone you truly cared about disappears. They leave without giving a reason, they stop replying, they drift away, and you are left asking, why now? Why this person? Why like this? You did everything right. You made sincere dua. You tried to be kind. You kept your intentions pure. But still, everything fell apart. This is not just coincidence. It is not bad luck. It is Allah holding you back. And sometimes, His silence is full of meaning. Because that person you're crying over, they may not be the one who was written for you. That closed door, it could be saving you from years of pain. You see, when Allah holds you back, He is not ignoring you. He is protecting you. He is guarding your heart from what it cannot see. He is preparing your soul for someone who is meant to enter, not to exit. It is easy to believe that every delay is a punishment. But in reality, the delay could be a sign that Allah is reserving you, preserving you, and guiding you to someone who will come, not to test your patience, but to complete your faith. There is someone out there just like you, asking Allah for a spouse, someone making sincere dua, someone working on themselves quietly, and Allah in His perfect plan is keeping both of you apart until the time is right. Because true love in Islam is not rushed, it is not desperate, it is calm, it is written, and it arrives when the heart is ready, not when the ego is eager. So maybe what you're feeling right now, this pause, this loneliness, is part of something bigger. Maybe Allah is writing a love story that is not based on instant attraction or worldly status, but one that is built on faith, respect, and deep sincerity. You were not forgotten, you were not overlooked, you were placed on hold for someone who is worth the wait. And when that person finally comes, you will understand why Allah said no to everyone else. Because His no is not rejection. It's a yes to someone greater, someone who will stand with you in prayer, someone who will remind you of Jannah, someone who will walk beside you not just in this life, but into the next. And that, my brothers and sisters, is worth every delay, every unanswered message, every closed door, every tear. So trust in the one who sees beyond what you can. Because the one Allah has written for you will never miss you. They will come at the perfect time, in the perfect way, through the most unexpected path. And you will realize Allah was never withholding love. He was preparing your heart to receive it in the purest form. Divine timing is not human timing. There is a wisdom behind every delay. A wisdom so deep, only Allah understands it fully. In Surah Al-Qamar, verse 49, Allah tells us, "Indeed, all things we created with predestination." Quran 54:49. This means everything. Your birth, your journey, your tears, and even the person who will hold your hand through life has already been written. Your love story was not forgotten. It was pre-written with care, long before you ever prayed for it. But here's where many hearts struggle. We live in a world that moves fast. We want everything now, especially love. We want answers. We want signs. We want someone to stay, to choose us, to walk with us. But Allah, the Most Wise, is not rushed by emotion. He works with purpose, not pressure. He doesn't give based on impatience. He gives when the time is right, when the heart is ready, when both souls are aligned in faith, maturity, and sincerity. You may think you're ready for marriage right now. But Allah sees what your eyes cannot. He sees the things you need to heal from. He sees the habits you still need to let go of. He sees the parts of you that are still growing, and the parts of your future spouse that are still in progress. So that delay you are going through, it is not a punishment. It is not a sign that you are unworthy. It is Allah giving you time to become the person who can honor the gift He has prepared for you. Imagine planting a seed and expecting fruit the next day. It doesn't work that way. The seed must go through seasons. It must be hidden, watered, strengthened by time, and touched by the sun. Only then does it grow into something beautiful. Your love story is the same. Allah is not holding you back to make you suffer. He is holding you back because what's ahead requires a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more faithful. And the person He is preparing for you, they are also going through their own journey. They might be learning how to trust. They might be building their connection with Allah. They might be healing from a past they never talk about. So instead of asking, "Why is it taking so long?" ask yourself, "What is Allah teaching me in this time?" Because every moment of waiting is filled with hidden lessons, and every second of patience is bringing you closer to someone who will be worth the prayer, worth the silence, and worth the entire wait. In the end, when that meeting happens, you will look back and realize, Allah was never late. He was always on time. You just needed to grow into the moment He already had written for you. The wrong person feels right, until Allah intervenes. There are moments when someone enters your life, and everything feels perfect. They say the right things. They make you smile. They understand your thoughts. And for a while, it feels like they are the answer to your dua. But not everything that feels right is actually right for your soul. Sometimes we are drawn to people who match our moods, not our values. They fit our feelings, but not our future. They fill a space in our heart, but not a place in our destiny. We often confuse emotional connection with spiritual compatibility. But Allah, the one who created our hearts, sees what we cannot. He sees what is behind every smile. He hears what is said when you're not around. And He knows if that relationship will lead you closer to Him or farther away. That is why some people are removed from your path, even if you wanted them to stay. Not because you weren't good enough, not because you made a mistake, but because Allah is protecting you from pain you didn't see coming. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in a hadith found in Bukhari, "Verily, you do not leave anything for the sake of Allah, but that Allah will replace it with something better for you." So when someone walks away, or the relationship ends without a full explanation, or you're left confused and asking, what happened? Know that something better is already on the way. You see, Allah doesn't just remove people. He clears the space. He removes the noise. He creates distance to make room for the one who truly belongs. Because when someone is not meant for you, no matter how good they seem, Allah will place a barrier you can't cross, a silence you can't fix, a distance you can't close. And that's not to hurt you, it's to protect your heart, it's to save your future, it's to keep your soul from being attached to what is not yours. You may feel abandoned, but Allah never leaves you alone. You may feel heartbroken, but Allah never breaks you without reason. He is the one who brings people into your life with purpose and removes them with mercy. So when the wrong person feels right but still slips away, understand that Allah saw what you didn't. He knows the intentions hidden deep inside hearts. He knows what tests are waiting down the road. And He will never allow the wrong person to stay long in your life, especially when He has chosen someone better for your soul. The chosen one is hidden for your protection. There are times when you feel like nothing is moving forward. You're doing your best, you're praying, hoping, and staying patient. But there's no sign of that person Allah has written for you. It can feel like you're being left behind, like love is reaching everyone except you. But the truth is, Allah may not be delaying you. He may be protecting you. You are not being forgotten. You are being guarded. Just like Allah hides Laylatul Qadr in the last 10 nights of Ramadan, He hides your spouse behind seasons of quiet, seasons of learning, seasons of becoming. It's not because you're not worthy of love. It's because the kind of love Allah is preparing for you isn't ordinary. It's not rushed. It's not random. It's special. You're not being kept from someone. You're being held for someone better. Someone who will value you for your faith. Someone who will protect your heart through taqwa. Someone who will walk with you, not away from you when things get difficult. In Surah An-Nur, verse 26, Allah reminds us, "Good men are for good women, and good women are for good men." That means the person you are becoming now is directly connected to the person you will one day marry. If you're working on your character, your heart, and your relationship with Allah, then the one written for you is also being guided through their own journey. They are learning lessons. They are making dua. They are being shaped by their own tests. So when the time is right, you will not meet by accident. You will meet by divine arrangement. Not in chaos, but in calm. Not in confusion, but in clarity. And it will not feel like you have to chase or beg for attention. You won't need to fight to be chosen. You will simply arrive at a moment where both hearts are ready. It won't be rushed. It won't feel forced. It will feel like mercy. That's how Allah works. He doesn't bring people into your life to confuse you. He brings the right ones at the right moment. for the right reason. So while you wait, don't feel like you're losing time. You are being prepared. You are being watched over. You are being refined for someone whose dua may already include your name. And when both your hearts are aligned in faith, Allah will open the door in a way that feels natural, peaceful, and blessed. No pushing, no pressure, just the quiet beauty of a story that was always meant to be. The silent preparation. Some of the greatest stories in the Quran began in silence, in loneliness, in isolation. Before Maryam a.s. was honored with the miracle of carrying Isa, she was alone, away from her family, away from noise, in a place of quiet reflection. Before Yusuf rose to a high rank in Egypt, he was left forgotten in a dark prison, years passing by without recognition. Their journeys didn't start with celebration, they started with stillness. And in that stillness, Allah was shaping them, slowly, quietly, perfectly. Your story is not much different. You may feel like your life is paused, no proposals, no progress, no clear path forward. But what you may not see is that Allah is preparing you behind the scenes. He's giving you time to grow. He is training your heart to be steady. He is molding your character to be strong. Why? Because love is not just about feelings, it's about readiness. You ask Allah for a spouse who will be loyal, kind, God-fearing, and patient. But are you becoming that kind of person in return? You want someone who will understand your pain, but have you healed from your past? You want commitment, but are you emotionally steady enough to hold that kind of responsibility? You see, your future spouse is not just a gift. They are an amanah, a trust from Allah. And Allah does not hand over a trust until the heart receiving it is stable, clean, and sincere. That's why the delay is important. It is not a punishment. It is a quiet blessing, because in this waiting period you're being shaped. You're learning how to forgive, how to let go, how to be content, how to rely only on Allah. You are being refined, not for just any relationship, but for a bond that will carry you through this life and help you prepare for the next. So if everything feels silent right now, if your du'as are not yet answered, if no doors have opened, understand this. It's not that Allah has forgotten you. It's that He is writing a better version of you, so that when your spouse finally enters your life, you won't meet them in pieces. You'll meet them in strength, two whole hearts, ready for mercy, prepared for a journey built on faith. This silence you're in, it's not empty. It's full of divine work, the kind of work only Allah can do. Signs Allah is holding you for your chosen spouse. There are times when you look around and wonder, why do others find their person so easily while I'm still waiting? Why does every connection I try to build fade away without reason? But if you look deeper with the eyes of your heart, you'll notice signs, quiet signs, that Allah is keeping you safe for someone special. Not someone random, but the one written for you. The first sign. Every attempt with others ends quietly and gently. You didn't face heartbreak that destroyed your spirit. Instead, things ended peacefully, as if Allah Himself closed the chapter. Not with chaos, not with pain, but with calm. That's not rejection. That's divine redirection. The second sign. You feel drawn toward spiritual growth. You begin to care more about your relationship with Allah. You feel a pull to pray more sincerely, to let go of distractions, to fix your inner world. And suddenly, the idea of worldly romance becomes less attractive. You no longer want someone just for company. You want someone who will bring you closer to Allah. The third sign. Your du'as change. In the past, you may have asked for a specific person. Now your heart says, Ya Allah, give me someone who is good for my faith. You're not asking for names. You're asking for qualities, kindness, trust, taqwa, patience. That shift in your dua is a sign your heart is maturing. The fourth sign. People you once admired begin to show their reality. Allah starts to reveal their weaknesses, not to shame them, but to protect you. The ones who looked perfect from a distance start to show their true colors. It hurts at first, but you begin to understand why Allah kept you from building something with them. He saved you from future disappointment. And the fifth sign, you begin to feel peace in your solitude. You're no longer desperate for love. You're not chasing anyone. You're not begging to be seen. Instead, you feel hopeful that Allah's promise is near. Your heart is calm, not because everything is perfect, but because you've started to trust Allah's timing. These are not coincidences. They are signs. They are whispers from your Lord telling you, be patient. The one I have written for you is worth the wait. So the next time a door closes or someone walks away, or you feel like nothing is happening, pause and remember, this is not delay. This is design. Every quiet no is making space for the right yes. And when it comes, it won't be rushed, it won't confuse you, it will arrive with peace, with ease, and with barakah. Because that's how Allah gives to those who trust Him. When it finally happens, you'll know. The most beautiful part of Allah's plan is not just what He gives, but how He gives it. When the moment finally comes, when it is truly your time, there will be no confusion. There will be no pressure to force it, no need to chase, no fear of losing it, no anxiety about whether it will last. Because what is meant for you does not come with noise, it comes with peace. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "The souls are like recruited soldiers. Those who are similar will come together." That means, when your soul meets the one written for you, there will be a quiet recognition, not from the eyes, but from the heart. Not through words, but through presence. You won't need signs to convince you. You won't need to keep asking, is this the one? Because deep inside, something will feel different. Something will feel calm. It will not be about butterflies in your stomach. It will be about stillness in your chest. This is not the kind of love that makes you restless. This is the love that brings you closer to sukoon, inner peace. The kind that brings you closer to Allah, not farther from Him. The meeting will not be loud. It will be like the sun quietly rising over the horizon. Beautiful, expected, peaceful. It will be like the moon that shows up every night, even if the sky is full of clouds. Always faithful, always on time. When that person enters your life, they will not come to take. They will come to complete. They will not demand you to change who you are. They will help you grow into who you are meant to become. They will pray with you. They will remind you to say Alhamdulillah in hard times. They will stand beside you when things are difficult, and they will help carry the weight of life without ever making you feel alone. This is what happens when Allah sends someone. There is no confusion. There is clarity. There is no fear. There is trust. There is no running after. There is walking together. And that is when you will know that every delay, every tear, every lonely night was not a punishment, it was a preparation. Because when Allah finally writes that moment into your life, it will not just feel right. It will feel divinely placed. Ya Allah, unite me with the one written for me. Ya Allah. When my heart runs after what is not written for me, stop me gently. When I become attached to what looks good but isn't good for my soul, remove it, no matter how tightly I hold on. Ya Allah. Break my heart if it means protecting my deen. Silence the voices that pull me away from you. Close the doors that lead me into confusion and regret. Hide me, Ya Rab, from those who smile with words but carry harm in their silence. Protect me from every person who is not sent by you, and save me from loving anyone more than I love you. But when the time comes, when my heart is clean, when I am ready, guide me to the one you created just for me. Not the one I wanted, but the one I need for the journey of Akhirah. Let our meeting be pure. Let our bond be built on faith. Let our love be full of patience, mercy, and remembrance of you. Make our union a reason for us to grow closer to Jannah. Let our home be a place where angels feel welcome, and let our hearts beat together only in the rhythm of your guidance. Ameen. To the one listening right now, if your heart feels tired from waiting, if your du'as seem unanswered, and if you feel like you're being held back, remember this: you are not being delayed because you are forgotten. You are being preserved, protected, and quietly prepared. Because when Allah holds you back, it's not to deny you, it's to elevate you, and to deliver someone whose presence will not break your heart, but will complete your soul. And when that moment comes, you will not have to question it. It will arrive with peace, because what is from Allah always comes with peace.